For all my new diamonds, go get the free book, Forbidden Secrets of the Goodie Box, what your father didn't tell you and your mother didn't know. So this book right here is a great start. Many of you have read it. You don't know why I choose to give it away for free, because you said it's so good. It has helped you so much and given you so many relationship nuggets. But the reason I do that is because, I'm nice like that. Okay. And, I'm trying to make the world a better place as far as relationships go. But this is one of the topics that somebody said that they wanted to discuss. And I thought it was a good one. What qualities do men look for in a wife? And I'm sure that thank you for endorsing the book. Maybe we'll have a you super look like your Bitmoji today. Yeah, if anybody has ever received a text from me, or you see it in my newsletter, you see my Bitmoji, and Tanya seems to think that I really look like my Bitmoji. I don't know, maybe I do. You can let me know. But anyway, invite your followers, invite your followers. I don't know who's going to see this even on the replay. If you follow me on YouTube, or if you're on my email list. I'm also thinking of doing, I'm toying around with this whole group coaching thing. I love doing one-on-one coaching, but the reality of it is not everyone can afford it. And some people just like the group experience. So I'll talk more about that later. If I got to get at least 10 women that I'm going to work with exclusively to do that. So if some of you may be interested, then let me know, but I'll talk about that more later. So jumping into the topic, what qualities men look for in a wife? Now, let me say this first of all. You have to be, you said me, okay, if you are interested, get at me. If you are, scratch that, start over. Ladies, the kind of guy that I'm talking about now, first of all, let's be clear. He has to be not crazy. Okay, that means we're talking about a guy that has, worked through his stuff, whatever his issues are, he's dealt with it. Because if that's not the case, and I give you all these wonderful qualities or great things that, a man's looking for in a wife, it's going to be a waste of time, because you're going to be so busy dealing with his crap and his junk, and it's just not going to go anywhere. So, and then secondly, you have to have already worked through your stuff and your crap, okay? And so we're talking about bringing two whole people together, and if we can get that, then this list is very applicable, okay? Now, keep in mind, ladies, this list is one-sided, obviously, because we're just talking about what men are looking for. But the first thing is, let's just jump out there, femininity. Okay, so that may seem pretty obvious, right? Well, I don't know. He's basically not looking for a man in a dress. Okay, and what do you mean, Doc? He's not looking for a man in a dress. Well, what I mean is, my thing recording? I don't think this is. Okay, I had it on. I'm sorry, y'all. It probably would help if it was on. Maybe the battery's dead. I don't know. No worries, technical difficulty. What I mean by he's not looking for a man in a dress is he's looking for a woman that basically knows how to embrace her femininity. Now, if you are one of my CEO sisters out there, this may be somewhat of a challenge for you, because and I don't mean no disrespect, me have no weapon, I'm a friend of all, I love all, right? But you got to be able to be very comfortable with being nurturing. You got to be able to be comfortable with being sensitive, vulnerable, and girly, okay? Now, for some, this may equate to being a little weak, okay? Some might not be comfortable being some of these things, all right? But I'm telling you, ladies, men enjoy these qualities, okay? And, okay, somebody else said it here. All right, Team Diamond, I see you. All right, so if you look at the virtuous woman, right? We always talking about the virtuous woman in Proverbs in Christianity, okay? Well, she was a boss, right? She was a CEO type woman. I really think she was. But if you look at the things that she did, okay, first thing, what did she do? She handled her business at home. She took care of her family, all right? And then she handled her business. She had a little side hustle, you know what I'm saying? She did her thing, she was making money and whatnot, bringing it on in. And at the same time, her husband, it talked about how he bragged about that. When he was with the other man, he's like, man, what I'm saying? I got a good woman. I can't complain, dog. So, don't don't be afraid of those attributes of project your femininity. Because some of you, in reality, some of you have been in a man's role so long, okay? If you have been the head of your household, you got kids, guys not there, or just in the workforce, okay? You're doing a lot, you're holding down a lot. But as a result of that, you have really lost connection with how to be a woman. Okay, and I don't mean no disrespect by that. It's in you, it's in there. Okay, but at the same time, you may need just a little help finding it, like yesterday. Okay, moving right along. Another thing that, and you hear about this all the time. Okay, I believe Scripture mentions this as well. Feminine look, energy, attitude. Yes, correct. Yes, correct. And if you see me looking up, it's because the way my situation is focused, I got to look down to kind of see your notes. So keep them coming. All right. Like I said, I'm out here doing it by myself, and normally Lexi is just pointing the camera at me, and I have the luxury of doing some other things. Okay, so I'm going to try to pull this up to see if I can actually follow along with it on my computer while I don't know if I can at the same time. So bear with me, please, while I try to pull this up. I don't know if you can do this live while it's actually going on. I'm about to find out real quick. Okay. All right. So the next one is respect. I don't think that this is a mystery, okay, that men are looking to be respected, but I really want to give you some real insight into what that means, okay? That simply means that, okay, let me pull my notes back up. He doesn't want to marry, okay, here we go with another man thing. He doesn't want to marry another man or somebody that has that very masculine energy that's going to challenge all of his decisions, okay, verbally, or maybe just that defiant body language. Okay, ladies, now there's a couple of things. You know that, with your words, y'all can be very harsh. You can say some things in such a way that it cuts deep and to the quick. Okay, it can come across being very disrespectful. You might not realize it, but it does. And sometimes you might not say nothing, but okay, your body language game, all the eyes and what I'm saying, that takes it to a whole nother level too. And I'm just trying to tell you that with a guy, our whole, the whole basis of our manhood, ladies, hinge upon being respected. Okay, and if you don't have that as a man, you don't have anything. Okay, because our whole life we growing up with the boys and in the locker room and that whole thing. Okay, and you're judged, okay, by how much respect you have. All right, so with men and our testosterone driven nature, okay, that's a big deal. So when you talk to a guy all crazy, okay, yeah, hands and hip, twisted lips, all of that, it's kind of like, so when you talk to a guy all crazy, okay, it's one of the quickest ways, listen up, get in here real close, it's one of the quickest ways to send him running into the arms of somebody else, another woman. We don't want to do that, you know what I'm saying, because me had no weapon, me have good intentions and all that. It's just, we just need to learn how to package our message so that it can be well received, right? Okay, and it's just not a good look for a guy to know that your woman, wife, girlfriend will talk to you any kind of way. He might not even say nothing. He may be even more of a passive guy, but I'm telling you, ladies, that he ain't feeling it. He's not liking it. It's going to build up and it's going to be a problem. Okay, make sure y'all share this broadcast. Okay, there's a lot of people out there, I'm sure, that need this. So I want to, get it out there to as many people as possible. All right. Also, if you're not following me on Facebook, make sure you do that. Okay. I think it's Reid CEG 1. I think that's my username. Okay. Now, this next one is big, but I believe it's a little bit misunderstood. Okay. Men need to be affirmed, ladies. Okay. So you have to let a man know, okay, that he's doing a great job, all right, even when it comes to the little repetitive, okay, things like taking out the trash, cutting the grass, because that's what his mama would do. You feel what I'm saying? And we all know how the mama's boys are, and that's a big deal. Hey, what's up? Okay, got some Pastor Allen. Okay, positive reinforcement. Yes, Tanya. Okay, so and let me say this, because I think sometimes women have a challenge, you know, with the affirming things, especially with things. Well, you should be doing that. You know what I mean? I get it, and I didn't say he shouldn't be doing that. Okay, and because. Here's the thing, ladies. Affirming him and what he does has nothing to do with him being perfect. Okay? The psychology is this. If you affirm him enough, the little boy in him, in us, okay, will attempt to do what you ask because we enjoy feeling the praise so much. Okay? Does that make sense? All right. So we do something, this little thing, and you know, maybe we don't really care about doing it. Okay. Speak life into your man. Yes, I love that. All right. It's the same thing, right? So, but you say, and you ain't gotta be over the top with it like, oh my God, you took out the trash. No, I didn't say all that. Okay. You know, I'm just saying, hey, I love it when you see, that just makes me feel, you know, whatever. And because he knows that, he's going to do that again and again. You know, I teach my daughters now, I've said this before, I teach them when I cut the grass to tell me that it looks good. They don't even have to look outside. They don't care. Because what I'm training up young wives. All right. So if they automatically are programmed to give the affirmation, then with their husbands, it'll just be a natural thing, right? And they'll already have that thing of speaking into them, right? Okay, very good. It says to him this: when you affirm a man, it says to him that he's a winner, not a loser, and that's big. Okay, we are addicted to the feeling of winning, ladies. Why? Okay. It's physiology. It's testosterone. It's just the way we're wired. It's the way that we're built. We need that. Okay. Feeling like a loser for a man. Okay. And this will go back to the disrespect piece, right? Feeling like a loser for a man is the worst thing ever. Okay. That's why if you get a real man, now let me say this, I'm not talking to the parasite type guys that I talk about when, you know, I break down the 4 types of men, but you're talking about a real man and he doesn't have a job, you know, job, got laid off or whatever, he gets real depressed. Okay, because that feeling of being worthless because I feel like I'm not contributing, which is tied to my sense of feeling, you know, like I have some self-worth, and winning, that's a big deal. Okay, so it's affirming for a man to, you know what I'm saying, be employed. Likewise, when you tell him you're awesome, you're this, you're that, we love it, we're addicted to it, it's crack cocaine. Okay, all right, in a good way. All right. Now, here's another thing. When we talk about affirming, ladies, listen real good, okay? Learn how to cook. Yeah. Learn how to cook like his favorite meal, okay? Now, here's the deal with that. All right? I get it. This ain't about I work too, okay? And you know, so where's my, it ain't about that, okay? This ain't about that no more than him paying for the dinner and when he takes you out and the date is no more about that than, you know, because like you can't pay for it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, him paying for the date doesn't mean that you can't pay for it. What it means is when he takes you out and he pays for it and he treats you special, you feel special. You know, I'm taking care of you. I'm trying to make you happy. It's something special about when a woman cooks. Okay, it's something nurturing. It takes you back to that thing that mom did. I ain't talking about you got to be in there every day. You worked 8-9 hours and you busting your tail to get home every night. You, hey, listen, you know, if you want to do that, I ain't coming against that either. But I'm just saying, cook them something every once in a while. Okay, you know, and some guys like cooking too. They might want to cook you something, you know. But how they say that old saying that the quickest way to a man's heart is, listen, see that old stuff, it was something to that. You know, don't dismiss that. You know, that's that old wisdom, okay? This, when you cook for a guy, it's his version of feeling special. He can sit down, grab the remote, he can get a warm fuzzy, right? Okay, so, and let me say this, not to have a real dashiki moment, but as far as black men in our society, being affirmed is a big deal. Okay, you don't see a lot of images and situations, culturally, in the larger society that oftentimes affirm you. Okay, you may see the exact opposite, and I'm not going to get off into a whole deep thing about that, but y'all know where I'm going with it. So when you get images that basically convey you're nothing and your life is worthless, okay, being affirmed by the person that you love and you would take a bullet for and die for, okay, it's kind of a big deal. Okay, cook and look sexy too. Yes, okay, you can cook in that thing, you know what I'm saying? You can cook in that thing, you know what I mean? And we can get to the womp womp, you feel what I'm saying? Yeah, dress it up, you know what I'm saying? Get creative with it, for real. All right, the next thing, ladies. A man wants in a wife is confidence. Confidence, okay? Here's the thing, ladies. Will you let me, we're going out with dating the whole night, will you let me talk to you, walk all over you, you know what I'm saying? Even if not necessarily a disrespectful way, but will you let me know respectfully, okay, that you're not going to take none of my BS, okay? Do you know how to get me together real quick and real tight, right? Because you know who you are, all right? He wants somebody unapologetically to express their healthy self at all times, all right? It's like, how can you help him be his helpmeet if you're too scared to make a decision about anything, because of your fears and insecurities about things? Just like, he don't know everything, so he's looking for somebody, all right, that can come alongside, and she knows who she is. Hold on, my computer's about to die. Wait a minute. This is live television. Let me get my cord, or it'll be a short scope. All right, y'all stick with me now. Don't y'all leave me. Don't forsake me. Okay? All right. I'm back. All right, it's good stuff. All right. That's why I always tell y'all tell me what y'all want me to chop it up about. And when I get in the holy throne room, which is my elliptical machine, and I'm working out and I'm putting my relationship sermon together. Somebody said Lexi and I should start relationship church. I don't remember who said that, but that was actually very funny. But yeah, I take what you tell me, and if it gets a lot of hearts and whatnot, I meditate on it, see what the Holy Spirit says, and I'm gone. All right. So what would I leave off at? This is a good one. Okay. She's secure enough and confident enough, all right, to let him go in his man cave to work out his problems. Okay. Now, this may be common knowledge, I don't know, but it bears repeating. Okay. We as men, ladies, are wired, okay, to be in solitude to deal with problems. Okay, in certain times. Okay, and so if you take this away from a man, which is a natural thing for a man, it's just how we're wired. Now you become the problem that we're trying to get away from, not the original issue that we had. Now, I do believe, because I know this is a big deal and it causes a lot of issues for a lot of women when the man just kind of do this little pull back thing. Is very irritating for women. The guy should give you some kind of heads up, whatever that little signal is, to let you know, hey, I'm thinking about some stuff. But let him go do that. Okay, he needs that time, okay, to ponder. It's the way God made him, ladies. Okay, it ain't his fault. He'll work on it, then he'll come back and he's all better for you. Okay, now I ain't talking about the guy who takes 8 months. That's something totally different. Okay, so but if your whole confidence game ain't where it needs to be, then you might get frazzled and get all nervous and scared and think he's about to leave you, and that's a whole nother thing. Okay, so moving right along. All right, identity. Okay, and this kind of goes with, yes, leave a man space. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. I like how y'all reword my stuff. I appreciate that. Identity. All right, now this kind of goes along with the confidence piece. He wants to know that you have your own interests. All right, your passions, your goals. All right, and that you just don't depend on him 24/7 to entertain you. All right, and to make you happy. All right, he can contribute to your happiness, but he can't make you happy, because if you're depending on him for all that, it could be, you could be frustrated and he could be frustrated, because there's only so much that he can do, right? He was able to miss you, right? Go do what you do, and I miss you, right? But I can't miss you. The mic didn't fail. I can't miss you. You right here. You know what I mean? I don't miss my shoulder. It's right there. Okay. All right. Y'all know I'm crazy, right? So, so keep this in mind. He's not one of your girlfriends. All right, I know it's like a newsflash, big. He's not. What I mean by that, he's not wired to be that kind of BFF. I'm not saying that men and women can't have a real close relationship. Yeah, I know there are couples, they work together, they're together at work, they're together at home. That's rare, and that's not the norm. Okay, it's just really not. So, yeah, do you? Okay, and he could do him, because you don't want no dude that's all up in your space. Okay, go on, do something, hang out with your friends, then come back and we'll go out to dinner, right? All right, wholeness. Okay, we can look at each other all day. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so wholeness. I gotta make this quick. All right, don't bring me all your baggage and expect me to make your life perfect. Okay, a guy can be there, try on his shoulder and all that, but if you dealing with a lot of stuff, the stuff with your dad, last 5 boyfriends, and now you dumping it in my lap, and you want me to make it all better, I may not be equipped to help you deal with that. I'm not a psychologist, or I personally, I love that stuff, but I'm just saying your average guy, he's not, he don't know how to deal with that. So guys like to win. Remember I said that? So if he's dealing with you and you seem always sad and depressed and he can't figure it out, now I'm losing. He's losing. He don't like that, okay? He wants to go somewhere where he's feeling good. And so what makes him feel good is can't make our problems their problems. Well, yeah, you can't, Now, if you have a legitimate issue, something that comes up, yeah, he should be there to support, babe. It's going to be all right. But here's what happens a lot of times. You just got stuff you're dealing with, and he's trying to support you, and you're not getting any better. We still keep going around this mountain. Now I'm starting to feel like I'm losing, because I'm not... Men are fixers, right? You tell a guy something, he wants to instantly try to fix it. All the time, you don't want him to do that. You just want him to listen. And some of that's cool. I'm not saying that it's not. But I'm just talking about for those, you got legitimate stuff that you should have already worked out before you got into the relationship. Okay? Yeah, makes him feel inadequate. Here's the last thing. And I got to just wrap this up because I got to go get my daughter. Sex. Yeah, what a man wants in a wife. He wants it a lot, frequently, great, and freaky, and often. Okay, I don't know, that right there. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Being the wife thing, you could just lose yourself. Okay, it should feel safe. It should feel cool. And granted, I know, like I said, I'm talking about now being in a relationship with a healthy guy. So he's done the stuff to make you feel great and comfortable and secure. Women want that too. Some are just afraid to admit it. Well, God bless you. Okay, admit it and let it out. Because your husband, he will definitely, he will appreciate that. He really will. Now, keep this in mind, okay? So if you're watching live or on the replay, like I said, wholeness is key. But if you're not, this list is not going to be a benefit to you right now, okay? You got some work to do, all right? Like I do every week, I'm John the Baptist of relationships, a voice out here crying in the wilderness, okay? If you got that work to do, hit me up. We do the free 30-minute consultation, and we take it from there to find out how the coaching can help you, all right? Also, like I mentioned earlier, I'm thinking about doing this. Y'all let me know. Work on you. Be comfortable. I'm thinking if any of you are interested in a group coaching situation, y'all let me know. Like I said, I'm only going to do this. You need to talk to me. Oh, where's my little sign that I put up every week? I didn't put that up about the book. For those that you are new, this is where you can get the book, ChristopherReid.org. Okay, I think that's my handle. Follow me on. If it looks backwards, I'm sorry. So somebody type it in for me, please. Yeah, you said who was that? Bright Eyes, Amira. Yeah, if you need to get at me, get at me. So if any of you may be interested in the group coaching thing, and here's what I'm thinking about covering, because I think I'm going to start it in September. If I just got to get 10 women that I'm going to work with. The first part is going to be talking about you, meaning getting healed and whole, really working that piece out. And then the next piece is going to be dealing with men, understanding men, and really diving into men. Okay, not just necessarily dating yet, but men. Okay, so we're gonna get you whole, then we're gonna learn about the men, then we're gonna talk about healthy dating. Okay, that leads to marriage. All right, so that you don't waste a whole lot of time with a lot of different deadbeats. Okay, and the way this is going to be different from my one-on-one. Obviously, one-on-one coaching, you get all of me. You get my undivided attention with communicating, texting throughout the day, one-on-one. But the group, like it's more support based. It's more group based. The interaction would be like in a chat room, between sessions and whatnot. I'm still working out the finer details, but like I said, first I want to find out if there's an interest, and I'll talk about this the whole month of August. If you are interested, email me. I'll give you more information, tell you about the cost and all of that. Okay, I see several of you saying I'm interested. I know there are plenty of people that have wanted to do the one-on-one coaching, but all honesty, they just finances was an issue. So this may be something that is more doable. Oh, here it is though. It's a 3-month commitment. Okay, so you got to be in for 3 months, because those 3 sections that we're going to cover, we're going to really take time, massage it, dig into it, to do it right. Okay. So, also, real quick, before I get out of here, Lord Jesus, let me know in topics for next week, ideas. I can see it on the recording when I go back to look at it, because I don't know, Lex might not be out here with me next week as well. Come on, any topic ideas? If there are none, then I will go back through, long distance relationships. Okay. Anything else? What's one I wanted? I've really been feeling, I think the Holy Spirit's been pulling on me about this generational curse thing, because it's just, people are just dealing with a lot of stuff that they just inherited, and they're in their 30s, 40s, and 50s still trying to figure it out and get over it, and they're having a heck of a time, and it's just really kicking their behind. Okay, men that call 2-3 times a week when you first meet. Okay, moving on from a failed marriage. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, yes. So generational curse. Okay, emotional abuse. Oh, I like that one too. Baby mama situations. Woo. Boundaries. Yeah. Okay. I like it a lot. Serial dating. Yes. Yeah. Phenomenal quiche. Okay. First date uncertainty. Miss Zeta. Hey. What's up, Zeta? Okay. But he's doing the right thing, but calls sometime. Okay. But he's doing okay. All right. Those are good. All right. So I will see those when I look at the recording. All right, ladies, I have to go pick up KK. And like I said, for those of you, if you're interested just in the regular, 30-minute free consultation, talk about regular one-on-one coaching, hit me up, ChristopherReid.org, send me an email. And if you're interested in the group coaching thing, email me about that too, and I'll give you more information.